The Ottoman Empire was one of the mightiest and longest lasting dynasties in the world history. This Islamic run superpower ruled large areas of Middle East, Eastern Europe, and North Africa for more than 600 years. The chief leader, known as Sultan, was given absolute religious and political authority over his people. While Western Europeans generally view them as threat, many historians regard the Ottoman Empire as a source of great regional stability and security, as well as important achievements in the arts, science, religion, and culture. Origins of the Ottoman Empire. Osman I, a leader of the Turkish tribes in Anatolia, founded the Ottoman Empire around 1299. The term Ottoman is derived from Osman, name which was Uthman in Arabic. The Ottoman Turks set up a formal government, expanded their territory under the leadership of Osman I, Orhan, Murad I, and Bayezid I. In 1453, Mehmed II, the conqueror, led the Ottoman Turks in seizing the ancient city of Constantinople, the Byzantine Empire's capital. This put an end to 1,000-year reign of the Byzantine Empire. Sultan Mehmed renamed the city Istanbul and made it the new capital of Ottoman Empire. Istanbul became a dominant international center of trade and culture. Mehmed died in 1481. His oldest son Bayezid II became the new Sultan. Rise of the Ottoman Empire. By 1570, Bayezid's son Selim I brought Syria, Arabia, Palestine, and Egypt under Ottoman control. The Ottoman Empire reached its peaks between 1520 and 1566 during the reign of Suleiman the Magnificent. This period was marked by great power stability and wealth. Suleiman created a uniform system of law and welcomed different forms of arts and literature. Many Muslims consider Suleiman a religious leader as well as a political ruler. Throughout Sultan Suleiman's rule, the empire expanded and included areas of Eastern Europe. What countries were part of Ottoman Empire? At its height, the Ottoman Empire included the following regions: Turkey, Greece, Bulgaria, Egypt, Hungary, Romania, Jordan, Palestine, Lebanon, Syria, some of Arabia, a considerable amount of the North African coastal strip. Ottoman art and science. The Ottomans were known for their achievements in art, science, and medicine. Istanbul and the major cities throughout the empire were recognized as artistic hubs, especially during the reign of Suleiman the Magnificent. Some of the most popular forms of art included calligraphy, painting, poetry, textiles and carpet weaving, ceramics, and music. Ottoman architecture also helped define the culture of the time. Elaborate mosques and public buildings were constructed during this period. Science was regarded as an important field of study. The Ottomans learned and practiced advanced mathematics, astronomy, philosophy, physics, geography, and chemistry. Additionally, some of the greatest advances in medicine were made by the Ottomans. They invented several surgical instruments that are still used today, such as forceps, catheters, scalpels, pincers, and lancets. Fratricide Nizam-e-Alim. Under the Sultan Sulim, a new policy emerged which included fratricide or the murder of brothers. When a new sultan was crowned, his brother would be imprisoned. When the sultan's first son was born, his brother and the son would be killed. This system ensured that the rightful heir would take the throne. But not every sultan followed this harsh ritual. Over the time, the practice evolved. In later years, the brother would only be put in prison, not killed. Topkapi. A total of 36 sultans ruled the Ottoman Empire between 1299 and 1922. For many of these years, the Ottoman Sultan would live in elaborate Topkapi Palace complex in Istanbul. It contained dozens of gardens, courtyards, and residential and administrative buildings. Part of the Topkapi Palace included the harem, a separate quarter reserved for wife concubines. These women are positioned to serve the sultan, while the men in harem complex were typically helpers. The threat of assassination was always a concern for a sultan. He relocated every night as a safety measure. Decline of the Ottoman Empire. Starting in the 1600s, the Ottoman Empire began to lead its economic and military dominance to Europe. Around this time, Europe had strengthened rapidly with the Renaissance and the dawn of the Industrial Revolution. Other factors such as poor leadership and having to compete with trade from Americans and India led to the weakening of the empire. In 1683, the Ottoman Turks were defeated at Battle of Ina. This loss added to their already waning status. Over the next 100 years, the empire began to lose key regions of land. After a revolt, Greece won their independence from the Ottoman Empire in 1830. In 1878, the Congress of Berlin declared the independence of Romania, Serbia, and Bulgaria. During the Balkan Wars, which took place in 1913, the Ottoman Empire lost nearly all their territories in Europe. When did the Ottoman Empire fall? At the start of World War I, the Ottoman Empire was already in decline. The Ottoman army entered the war in 1914 on the side of Central Powers, including Germany and Austria-Hungary, and were defeated in October 1918. Following the armistice of Mudros, most Ottoman territory were divided between Berlin, France, Greece, and Russia. The Ottoman Empire officially ended in 1922 when the title of Ottoman Sultan was eliminated. Turkey was declared as Republic of October 29, 1923, when Mustafa Kemal, an army officer, founded the Independent Republic of Turkey. He then served as the Turkey's first president from 1923 until his death in 1938, implementing reforms that rapidly secularized and westernized the country. The Ottoman legacy. After ruling for more than 600 years, the Ottoman Turks are often remembered for their powerful military, ethnic diversity, artistic ventures, religious tolerance, and architectural marvels. The mighty empire's influence is still very much alive in the present day. Turkish Republic, a modern, mostly secure nation, thought of by many scholars as a continuation of the Ottoman Empire.